Clearance hole versus pilot holes. All right, I'm Mr. G. We're here at Memorial High School, and today we're going to learn about the difference between pilot holes and clearance holes and why you need them. Now, I've been using them for years. I learned from Mr. Canito how to do this. This is when you're working with wood, right? But today I was asked why, and I explained it. But explaining it, it really doesn't do it. You got to see it. So I was looking online for a video that I could send the person. I found this great video, right? And I'm going to copy their little test, right? So basically this guy here, he's pretty funny about it. He explains it,
like these,
but then what he does is
to drill what I call a clearance hole.
He says
a clearance hole should be large enough to do a second board.
He's going to put the money.
Absolutely certain that when the screw is tight here, it's also tight here.
Right.
Not convinced? Well, let me show you my dollar.
So this is what he does.
Here are two pieces of wood, that same screw, no pilot hole. I'm going to tighten this down. Screw is tight. Let's see about the dollar bill. Slips out. Now, over here, we've got our clearance hole. Let's do the same thing. We'll drive the screw in. Make sure the head is tight. And give a tug on the dollar bill. That's not going anywhere. So the next time you...
So I was like, all right, let's try it, you know? So I know it works. I just never done it with a dollar bill. So here I put the dollar bill. This is the two pilot holes. All right, now I measured. The pilot hole is exactly the size of the shank, but not the threads, okay? And I don't remember, I just did it by eye, but it's in there. And you can see it, okay? So you can see this right here. All right, it's actually this. It's this one right here, okay? So you can see that the threads are larger, all right? They come out. So I went through both, and also, just so you know, the reason you drill a pilot hole is so you don't split the wood. A bolt that size would just split the wood right on the grain, okay? But you probably already know that. But basically, let's get back to this. Okay, so I went through both, and I started it. Now, that's one side. Now, over here, this is why I put the $5 bill, because I think this one's a better setup, right? Now, this one, it has a clearance hole here, and a pilot hole here. And what does that mean? Back to the drawing, what that means is that the top one has a clearance. That means that the bolts can slide right through, and then this is the pilot hole, and that pilot hole is just for the shaft, not the threads, so that they vise together. This is the idea, right? Okay? It's a very common thing, but not very obvious to people starting out. And you can see, this is the size I chose. You can even look underneath, and you can see that it's the size of the, sorry about the, I'm trying to get it to focus. That's the size of the threads. Just enough, right? Okay, so that's the one I used, all right? So you got the two different sizes. They were in the drill. I did it that way. Okay, so now you understand the test. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to do the first one, all right? Here we go. Okay. Cranking in there. Okay, it's tight. It is very tight. You can already see a little bit of splitting right there. Okay, and we're going through. It is definitely tight. I mean, I don't have the largest ratchet on here, but I'm going through. You can see it'll come out the other side, right? We'll see that when we get there, okay? Somehow putting a dollar bill in here or money just kind of like emphasizes the point. I don't know why. Just money just does that. There's something iconic about the money. It's like, I guess, where the talking ends. But we'll see. We'll see if this works. I mean, I know that this setup works. I'm just trying to find out if it'll hold the bill. Oh my God, this is extremely tight right now. Let's take it out of the vise for a second here. Sorry about the camera. Hang on a second. I really do need like a... Okay. Let's just go this way. So, because I don't want to vise it any longer. I just want to be able to screw into it. Okay, now this is not the proper vise. This is a, oops. Okay, it's already moving. Okay, it is not tight on the bill already, but we're not down yet. But it is very hard to finish screwing this in. So already we're having problems, so I'm gonna go back to where we were. Now this is not the proper vise because I'm more of a metal worker and I don't have that on my side of the room, but on the other side, as you know, at Memorial High School we have a wood shop. All right, so here we go. It is extremely tight. Oh my God. Okay. And here it's popping out the other side, so you know what's happening. Okay. All right, we're getting to the end here. And it is extremely tight. Extremely tight. Way tighter than it should be. Okay, I am at the bottom. To be fair, I'm tightening it up and I'm going to give it an extra push. That's about it. Okay. Moment of truth. Okay, it ripped, but it pulled right out. Okay? Just the corner caught. Okay, it ripped, but it pulled right out. It's only tight in one spot. You can almost, you could see through there. It is not vicing, just in this one little spot, but it does not vice together. Okay, so test one. All right, here comes test two. All right, oh, we need a bigger size. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, half inch. Okay. Yep. Okay, going in with ease. Going in so easily, like really, it's not a problem at all until we're almost at the bottom here. Getting to the bottom really has not been a problem at all. It's not fighting itself. Okay, we're at the bottom, and to be fair, I'm putting the same amount of pressure. Okay. All right, moment of truth here. Now what I'll do to hold it is I'm just going to put it this way in the vise. Just gently. I can't get that out. If I pulled on that, it would break for sure. So I'm sure if you're watching this, you're thinking of ideas that I don't have right now, but really, I'm pulling. If I pull this, it would just tear. This is completely solid, viced together. And we can even do the look at the sky test. And I can flip that up on the other side too. And there's nothing. Nothing's coming through there. I mean, I'm looking around. There's really nothing coming through. This is a solid thing. All right, so there you go. $5 test versus the $1 test. It ripped just at the tiny little corner, just a little corner. But just remember, look at this. It's just not the same. So this is done like this with a clearance hole going into a pilot. Because what's happening is you're vicing between the bottom of that head and the threads here, and it's sliding here. And then the other one is, what it's trying to do is it's trapping this one and this one, but it's not bringing them any tighter together. And I did over tighten it. I tightened it as much as I could, not over, but as much as I could. And I think that gave it a little bit, because this is it's wood, so it's soft. But still, I put the same amount of pressure here, and this pushed through. Just so you know, this is the same thing. It's a vise, right? And when you screw this in, you're clamping. So anyway, I think we've proved the point, but also it's meant to demonstrate. Okay, I'm Mr. G, and that was your clearance hole versus pilot hole experience. $1 versus the $5, all right? And I lost $1 doing it. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you had any comments in the video, and I hope you give credit to this guy right here. That was a very good video he made. I don't know how long ago he made this video, but he's seems like a super nice guy, like an old school woodworking guy. Doesn't say his name here. Let's see. Yeah, sorry. Oh, here. Oh, his name's Ron, like mine. Look at that. Oh, here it is. It's Ron Hazelton. Ron Hazelton. All right, so Ron Hazelton, thank you so much for your video. I wanted to try it myself. I hope that you find that my video reinforces your video. I don't want you to feel like I copied it. I did copy it, but not in that way. I did it so I can prove it out. All right, so hope you enjoyed, and see you later.